All right, good morning. Yes, we're going to clarify some things about milk and also look at Arto Saari here today. So let's try to get right into it because this is take number 2 since my first take, took a little too long. I'm under 15 minutes here on YouTube, but I could stop even here with just this photo looking at Arto Saari because this is the one-eye symbolism. But no, we're going to go a little deeper, and since I promised that after watching Tony Hawk, there he is with his blue tongue and selling his skateboards. Yes, I totally agree that people put symbols on things just to sell them, but understand that there is meaning behind every single symbol. So whatever you're using, understand that. Understand where it comes from. So here's Arto and his site. I'll add the link. Yeah, hang loose. Absolutely. It's great to be young. So he has some epic pictures in here, right, of surfing. I guess most people are surfers and skateboarders. I know that. And there's some beautiful waves, honestly. I just miss Florida looking at these, even though these kind of waves would never be seen in Florida. They're not that big. But he had this picture. And the guy here has a Bible verse on there. 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. I wonder if he's thought about that one. I really hope he does. But quick look at his skateboarding pictures on his page. Okay, quite interesting, and he's a good photographer. And it's just must be a rush doing these kind of moves. I'm not a skateboarder. So, I can only look and wish I was young again. But the height on these and just the moves they do, it's amazing. And young boys should be out playing for hours rather than being on their phones. I get it. I want my daughter, I would rather her being outside. We play frisbee golf and other things, but I truly wish she was into more sports. Maybe next summer. But all kids around the world are looking up to these people. And this is why things like this, looking at who they are, really breaks my heart because these kids look up to them, and there's kids everywhere in the world, right? And is this really necessary going through a fire like this? Because it has me thinking about so many other things, but let's just keep moving forward. He has other pictures like in this Edison X Clot page. Yeah, and you'll see the symbolism, right? And even the background. You have to always look at the background even when looking at the news. When you see doctors speaking, because it shows you who they are, what their beliefs are. And that's what you're advertising along with that. And you'll see all the same things again, more one-eye symbolism. And other things that I really don't think are appropriate for young kids. Why does he need to have those there, right? What is the meaning behind them? I'm not going to get into what is said on her. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to keep my time on those pictures. But I noticed this one and it had me thinking, is he advertising for Finnair? And so I found that picture on the right, and then I found the video. Match made in hell. Of course, the world's fastest transfer at Helsinki Airport by Arto Saari. Now, our airport has been renewed, so I don't think this is the same airport anymore. It's still under construction, but let's take a look at what kind of things I might see in here. All right, he's on a skateboard, and this is maybe 7 years back, so he's cleaned up a little bit from his younger years, so that's great to see. And we'll get to those younger years in just a moment. But what kind of symbolism do you think I might see? Well, I'm seeing 13 already right there, right? Or the 322. They choose exactly the pictures and things and moments of their video, right? The 3 and the 2B equals 322. But anyway, you'll see our 3 little black suns there, interesting, as well as the pyramid, the black and white checkered floors, right? As well as it says set yourself free. And then the gate that he ends up at is gate 21. Aleister Crowley's favorite numbers, 777. Right. But anyway, and just to consider how on earth he had the ability to be able to film this at the airport. Interesting, right? It takes a lot for people not to be there, for you to get to that kind of permission. Anyway, but he sells merchandise, absolutely, his photos. And hey, you got to make a living, I get it. But when you look at his Instagram, I almost went past it because I was looking at it on my phone. But there you see the one eye symbolism. Okay, enough said. Sure, you could look at the back of his shirt. It says at the gateway. Oh, he'll be at the gateway one day. And he'll have to explain himself. But anyway, let's keep going forward. Saari's professional skateboarding career commenced following his decision to relocate to the United States with Flip, and he's rode for the company for most of his professional career. Well, you already saw the symbol there. He's gotten many sponsors since then. But how I got sponsored, yeah, I wonder how he got sponsored. Well, he's showing you in his picture. Are you seeing? Are you seeing it? Let me clarify just a couple of them. You got your Maltese cross, you got the G, and you have the cube or the 6-pointed star, whatever you want to say, within the O. And you have your flames and many other things, and even I think it looks like an eye symbolism down low. But hey, I know how he got sponsored, right? We all know. We can see it. And other sponsors that have taken him on to take photos, great. Good on you. But Saari was selected, absolutely, and he's won some, awards, Thrasher Award, and I'm sure it came with money and many other things. And it's the same and similar pathway that you see so many others. Like I said, he's won his awards. You can find this article. He talks about, what any 16-year-old boy would want. What is that? Money, partying, and having women, right? Absolutely. But unfortunately, he had some heart surgery, and I'm glad he was able to pull through that. He came to Finland to go through the surgery. But yeah, he went back to this same thing, drinking and doing all the other things that go along with skateboarding. He even says it right here. If you want to be a good skater, you kind of have to be an addict. So, makes you wonder and makes you think that you don't want your son following in their footsteps now, do you? Now there's videos below in that same article, and this young man saying, yeah, really, it's really hardcore, video on Arto Saari. But look at the logo right there as you're trying to go and fast forward. I noticed, my goodness, they're showing you the Baphomet sign right there in front of you. And then in the next video, they're showing you the Eye of Horus. Oh, they put a little bit of light there to kind of block it so kids won't see it, sure. But just understand that they'll show you things at different levels, and even they themselves won't know the things that are going on other levels. Look, everyone knows some things, so try to be patient with others when they come and ask questions. Everyone's at a different level. Just try to understand and remember that. We've all been at level 1 of understanding how corrupt our world is. So when someone asks a question, try to just be patient and just keep it simple. But all I can say is don't play a game with the devil. Don't have these symbols. Don't use their symbols. And as for Arto, yeah, he even got his picture in Playboy magazine. Interesting, right? I couldn't find a lot on that, but look, I could find his skateboards, and it's the same symbolism. And I understand people want to sell their products and use the symbols that, are cool and that kids will buy. But when you understand what these symbols mean, you really don't want to use them. And Tony Hawk, yeah, he was on that Got Milk, so let's explain that a little bit better for people to understand. It's sad when I see even skateboarders like Ryan Skettler. I do believe I've seen him somewhere, but not in person. I just mean on a show or something. But anyway, to see all these athletes even on these Got Milks. Now, to understand milk, okay, just take out the I because you don't need it. MLK, milk. That's just first and foremost, okay, and that it equals 36 and 18. So there's your sixes, right? But MLK, anyone kind of think of Martin Luther King and possibly that deception? Look, I'm not here to step on any toes, but I'm just saying. And it means actually Moloch. So it actually means Moloch, like child, and I can't say the word. I tried to spell it differently there, thanks to YouTube. You know how difficult they're being lately. But it's about giving your child up. And it hasn't stopped. It really hasn't. And to see the pictures on the milk cartons was just their way of the deception. I don't believe they were ever missing. But I can't talk about that here or I'll have my channel taken down. But when you see milk advertisements, new, old, whatever, just keep that in mind. This is one quite recent one. Yeah. And this is exactly what the Bible spoke about giving up your firstborn. That's what they did. They did this. And so whether they understand this or not, it doesn't matter. The truth is, it's happening. It's still happening. And they might call it miscarriages, of their firstborn, or they might lose a firstborn, like some have had happen, including Toby Mac, made me really think about whether that's what happened. And I believe this is mandatory. I don't know. But I just think about that as you see a milk commercial next time. Or an advertisement. Because that's what's happening. And this is the only thing I could find. Just chilling. But we understand he's along with Flip. He's actually a co-owner now with Jeff Rowley. Sounds very much like, we won't go there. But anyway, here is Jeff. And he started his own company just recently. This civilware, right? Knives and other things. And also he started Freedom to Skate. And what kind of symbols do you think I'll find there? Right. All the same things. All the same things. And of course, the eyes. Of course. Look, as for Arto, that's great that he's cleaned up, he's gotten married. But just to understand how he is in the club, it makes me sad. Sad for the kids if they're looking up to these skaters. And what would I say to him or Tony Hawk or any young skater out there? Or anyone who's brokenhearted? Look, God can take each and every one of us, whatever words you want to use, thrashed, broken, brokenhearted. A lot of people become brokenhearted. And if you don't understand the symbolism of the 3 or the monster, I'll share a video of mine. I think it's called 3, or M. But understand that the signs are all around us and to not be enslaved in this world. Because it's all around us. And they're showing it clear as day, all around us. And all I can say is don't follow the world. Don't be one with the world, or the Father is not with you. They rule the world, and they rule it because they want to do it for Satan. That's who they give glory to. Renew your mind, give your heart to Him. He'll give you a new spirit, a new heart, and He'll fill you with the joy that nobody else can fill it with. Not a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a spouse, nobody. He'll take up those broken pieces and put them back together again. And the first step, it's just going towards Him. Humbling yourself, praying, and asking Him to be king over your life. And you will never turn back. You will never look back on those days again. It's just taking it one day at a time, because I know every day is difficult. Look, each and every one of us has issues. Just remember that. But it's what you're looking at and whose words are you listening to. That's the main thing, knowing God's word and that He'll never leave you or forsake you. All right, my time, I believe, is almost up. So close to 15 minutes, so I better stop right here. I'll try to do a quick one. If I don't, I guess I'll see you guys Monday. God bless. Take care. Have a great weekend, guys. Till next time.